What up, world? Let's go ahead and get ready for our new podcast about wrestling with me and my tag team partner, L. David. We welcome you to the first episode of Suplex City to City. Let's talk about it. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself, L. David, and let the world know who you are and what you love about wrestling, man.
All right. Well, as you know, my boy Marcus, I'm El Davo. What I love about wrestling is just the physical contact of it, the physical aspect, the entertainment of it, the storylines, the brutality. I've been watching wrestling since I was like 2 or 3. I could remember staying up with my dad watching Monday Night Raw, falling asleep. Or either my mom tells me, "All right, it's time to go to bed," and him and my mom going back and forth, and I end up getting to stay up an extra 20, 30 minutes to watch wrestling. I mean,
Understandable,
so,
man.
yeah, so them times I remember, and then later on in life, growing up, just going to shows and meeting all the new people and stuff like that, seeing a different kind of all the different people who were there and who love wrestling, and eventually, it's just one big community.
Exactly. We'll get this thing started. And in the famous words of Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, Mr. Trick Willie, let's talk about
Yeah, it's
it.
tough.
We had a busy weekend. As you guys know, we had an Elimination Chamber come up, man. Um, what is your overall grade for Elimination Chamber for WWE? What did you feel about it, and what and the grade that you're going to give it? Tell us why.
Um, I like the Elimination Chamber, but it has it wasn't up to the level of expectation really. So I would give it like a maybe a C minus.
Hmm.
And I
That's
say this
that's why I have them too. No lie. That's why C
minus,
nine.
and I say that because throughout the matches, throughout the whole PLE, I don't know if anyone else could tell, but some of the wrestlers, especially the uppercomers like Javon Evans, Trick Williams, you could kind of see the nervousness on them. Even though they was getting hyped with the crowd and everything, there was that adrenaline coming, and there was them kind of using their way to calm down, as well as in other matches like um, LA Knight in the Elimination Chamber when he botched, unfortunately.
And Randy Orton was laughing on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was funny though, but yeah, you kind of got to just chill out with the botches. And then in the women's match, the women's intercontinental match, it was a lot of botches in that too. I mean, so overall, I just give it a C minus, but it was still good though.
Shout out to Twitch Plug. He's watching it. What's up, man?
It was
Holla at your boys. This is what I'll say about it. I felt like the card was too short. A
hmm
very short cord. I didn't like it. In the aspect that some of the matches seemed a little bit too predictable.
hmm
Um, the women's match was really good to me. The men's match, like you said, had some botches. So I don't know, man. I just felt like the C minus grade was exactly what it deserved. I do like the twist of Randy Orton. We'll get to that when we get there. Um, Speaking of that, man, let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna put some up for you. You give me your honest opinion what you felt about it.
Gotcha.
Give you these two young individuals, the Intercontinental Champion, new AJ Lee, and your current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. What you think about their matches, or what you think about the card, what you think about them ending, together like this.
Yeah, so this one, I mean, it's in Chicago, in his hometown, in her adopted hometown. So, of course, you knew they was winning. Um, I just like they said on commentary, I feel like they could be the new power couple.
And I don't I don't just because you got gold and and you're a hallmark name doesn't make you a power couple. I'm gonna stick it with Becky Lynch. We got to give Becky and Seth both their props in the essence that they held Raw together for a long time when said couple wasn't there.
All right.
So and they put on some bangers. Like we can't act like them boys ain't put on
Oh,
no
most,
bangers.
most definitely.
So in that aspect, until they reign and take over the company in the essence of being the top guy and woman as Becky and um, Seth
And
Rollins, then they can't be the new power couple per se.
so, do you feel we will eventually get a match between all four of them? I mean, we got a match before, but will they have another one?
I I don't know in the aspect of right. It's either got to be later down, like way later down the road, because you got to think they just probably switched Seth back to babyface, right?
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily know if they want to put two baby faces together, but we do know that they have a mutual hatred for each other in real life, per
Yeah,
se, per
there's
se.
understandable. There's understandable.
Right, right. So, but no, I think I like that's hard to say, man. Like I want to say yes because it makes sense, but then part of me is like no because you're gonna have to push that all the way down the road, and that's a long time
Yeah,
away. And then you got injuries, then you got up and comers, and then you got
yeah.
surprises. So, but tell me what you feel about the matches.
About their matches, both of them were cool. I especially liked CM Punk match with Finn Balor. Giving him another shot. He does. He is underrated in my honest opinion. Um,
Who is that? Finn Balor?
yeah, he's very underrated in my opinion. I feel like this could be his chance to move away from Judgment Day, which I've said he needs to do all along.
Well, those Caesars playing it tonight, so
Yeah,
we'll get to that later on though. But um, I thought the match was. I give that match a B. If it, you can't be so predictable, and I think that's where we're currently at with WE.
yeah.
Sometimes we're a little bit too predictable, and it would have been a wrench to throw out there if CM Punk would have lost, but
Man,
it would have been a little bit crazy, man.
that would have been totally crazy. I mean, it almost puts you in the mindset of back when Daniel Bryan was in it, and the match was Batista. No, who did he have to beat? I think it was at WrestleMania 30 or whichever one that was in New Orleans.
I think it was Batista he had to beat,
Yeah, and then in the other match,
or was it Triple H?
he had to beat one of them in order to get into the title match with the other one later on that night.
Yep.
I mean, so I feel like it could have been one of those situations, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and AJ Lee's match, I just gave it a C. I thought it was very average. She was very careful in taking bumps. I felt that she was a little bit nervous being her first single match and seeing if she could hang with Becky as Becky is seasoned and been wrestling so constantly here. Um, uh, it's I guess you can just say it was very like I said. I'm gonna keep using it over and over again because it was very predictable. Like I I was like, oh man, Becky's had the belt for so long. If they're gonna let her drop it, why not drop it to AJ Lee in Chicago to get a pop? You know what I mean?
Obviously, yeah.
So that's how I feel about that match. How you feel about that one?
Like you say, it was predictable, but it was good. Understanding it was her first match back, her first singles match back. Um, you did see a little ring rust, but that was kind of expected. But hey, it's AJ Lee.
So let's move on to the women's chambers match. As you all know, Rhea Ripley ultimately won that match.
Yes, sir.
Um, what's the young lady that came up? Is it Kiana James? Is that her name?
Yeah, she was also in the chamber as well.
Yeah. That young lady has impressed me with being given what she was giving and making it work. You know who it always reminded me of a couple years ago when they had remember Kofi Kingston went on that run because they had him do a few things and then he showed out.
I was a couple.
Uh,
Yeah.
she 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 really impressed me in that match. Um, who else? I don't like how they're doing Alexa Bliss currently. I felt like they could have let her stay in that match a little bit longer than usual. What about you? What in that match caught your eye, or something that you liked or you didn't like?
Yeah, Kiana James. I feel like they they're really pushing her. Which, if she hadn't have got injured a while back, I feel that she would have gotten the push that she's getting now. Um, they could have let Alexa Bliss in the match a little bit more since she's a veteran. But I do understand they wanted to push, because it seemed like they want to push Raquel.
Uh, so if there was anybody else that I wanted to win besides Rhea Ripley, it would have been Raquel.
Hmm.
Um, I felt like having Raquel win after all the work she's put in and done and helped carried in the tag team division. Sometimes you got to reward that. I think this would have been a perfect time to push her, put the belt on her. She's a big, strong individual. She has some type of charisma to herself. So
Yeah,
that makes
she's
sense.
really coming out of her
Yeah,
shell, coming out on her own, and everything like that.
agreed. What you think about Tiffany Stratton in that match?
Um, I'm glad that she's back. It'll probably after WrestleMania we'll see what'll happen with the title. But I feel that SmackDown did need her back as a main player in the women's division because we still have Naomi out. Understandably, Bianca is out. I saw where she had surgery on her finger, so
Yep.
ain't no telling when she's going to be back. So
Where's Bailey at currently? I know her contract's coming to an end at the end of the year, but where is she at currently?
yeah, she's on Raw, and they kind of discussed some plans for her, tonight, as well as some other women for
Cool.
the Intercontinental.
So, are you okay with Rhea Ripley winning the Chamber?
Almost definitely, because this would give Rhea a chance to branch out, be on SmackDown. Just given that she wins the title, and I'll give my opinion on that a little bit later. But yeah, it'll give her an opportunity to branch out, get on SmackDown. Also, if they want to bring back the Terror Twins with her and Damian Priest, you got that right there.
This is what I'll say. The WWE can't make things so obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She dropped the titles the night before. As soon as she dropped the titles, I said the only reason they're letting her drop the titles is because they're gonna push her on a singles run. And then
yeah.
on below the next night at Elimination Chamber, she wins. They just gotta do a little bit better. at telling the story and not making it so obvious. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just not so obvious. But I have no problem with it. It's a big, strong individual with a big, strong individual. Um, it's gonna be interesting. Will she let the youngster, and I call her a youngster because she hasn't been in the ring that long,
Right.
Jay Cargill, run the show, or is she going to lead the way so Jay Cargill can follow? Those are two different things, but,
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
definitely make a match if they do it the right way.
I feel
Um,
that that their match will be uh, a test for Jay, first of all, to see if she could go out there um, and do what it takes.
this is
Also,
what this is a prediction.
yeah, yeah, this is a total prediction. I feel that she needs that test. Also, she needs competition. I mean, since winning the title, who has she faced?
Exactly.
I mean, so it can only go up for her. It just depends on how she does.
Yeah, no, agreed. This is what I will say. If she keeps the title through WrestleMania, I'm talking
Hmm.
about Jade Cargill. We know who's next in line, and we know what that Monday or that third Friday after WrestleMania is going to look like with you know who, and that I think something we've been waiting for.
I feel like I know who you're gonna say, but I want you to say it anyway.
Yeah, y'all know who it is. This is Bianca Belair. We waiting on Bianca to come back. We want to see the Bianca and
Yes.
Jade Cargill, but that's here nor there. Let's move on to the men's elimination chamber winner. Um, a familiar face that we all know, but in a shocking twist, I was kind of surprised. I didn't necessarily pick him to be the winner. This was probably one that threw me off the most because I didn't understand it. Um, but it was shocking. This was one was shocking because who did you have predicted and don't lie?
Not gonna lie, I didn't have Randy predicted to win it.
No, I had Cody.
Yes, it was Cody. I mean, Javon Evans. Don't get me wrong. He's up and coming though. He's too new. He's too fresh.
Let's pause it right here.
Yeah.
If I would have had, if they wanted to be shocking, and I mean shocking, they should have put that thing on my guy, Mister. Let's talk about it, Trick Williams. That would have been wild,
There would have been.
wild.
There would have been. But then you would have him and Drew, which would be, I guess you could say, Trick is a heel per se.
Yeah, man, it's like weird, right? It's like weird. Like he's trying to be this bad guy, but he's so over. Like
He,
at what point do you have to go ahead and flip him to a face? Is what I'm
I
saying.
mean, he puts me in the mood, in the mind of Stone Cold kind of. And I know there's other wrestlers like that that have been a heel, but they're so good at being a heel, the fans love them. But the most obvious example of that is Stone Cold.
I actually think it's the other way. He was so good at being a baby face that even though he's ill, they still love him. That's how I feel. I feel
Hmm.
like they love Trick Williams so much, and they want Trick Williams to succeed so much. Even I, because when
Yeah.
he made that when that them horns hit on SmackDown, I was like, oh Tricky boy, oh Tricky boy. So
Well, Steph was.
and then I like I I feel bad for LA Knight. That's what I feel bad for.
Mm,
LA Knight is on the tail end of his career. We all know that. I
yeah.
felt like I knew he wasn't going to win, but I felt like they could have let him be one of the last guys in there to push him in that essence of he's almost there.
And
Like
it's sad because I didn't have him. I didn't have any thoughts of him winning or anything like that. I
That-
mean, they he he's done so bad as far as he's getting to the matches and they don't let him win. Or
Agreed. Agreed.
like
It's,
I don't know if you saw the Unreal documentary where he
yeah,
was, but his face was looking like I hear you, but okay, we'll just go through the motions.
yeah. I think he's over, man, and I don't know how much more longer you have to wait for you to put the belt on him, and he's due for a world championship,
Oh
even
yeah,
if it's even if it's for 3 months, even if it's a Jey Uso. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Uh,
Give him something.
yeah. So let's get back to the winner. What do you feel about it, and what does WrestleMania look like with this now?
Um, First of all, my boy Randy Orton. Come on now. I mean, it's time for him. It's time. I mean, he's a OG in the game.
True.
He's due for it. Um, in the past, it's like anything you've asked him to do, he'll do. With putting over talent, uh, taking beatings. Like I think it was that PLE back on SummerSlam. He just got brutalized by Brock Lesnar, and like I mean, that deserved some type of reward. And sure, he was rewarded for it and everything. And I feel like now it's that same scenario. He
Agreed.
he's
Agreed.
putting over younger talent. He's been a big OG in the locker room and everything. He's due one. If it is his one final run, he's due it.
Speaking of that, how much longer do you think he has? Is it a year? Is it 2 years? Is it 3 years? How much longer do you think Randy?
Uh, you never really know. But in his matches, you do see that his back is still playing a fake into it, and so
No, I agree with you, man. You can see some of the toll of wrestling over as long as he's wrestled
mhm.
start to show its ugly head in some of the matches, but he still puts on a banger.
Man,
Hey, them three words out of nowhere is
hey,
always very special.
most deadly littles.
So let's move on to another one, man. During that match, somebody decided to show their head, well,
Yes,
their face. Mr. Seth freaking Rollins.
let's go.
He came back and took some of his frustration out on the Vision. Did you like that? Did you like that segment? And did you like the build up with the different individuals that ultimately got to him? So
Um, at first, when they first started this Max Man storyline, um, it seemed kind of funny to me. Even when the first one was revealed as Austin Theory, then he later joined the Vision. I was when he did that, I was like, oh, he could be a sleeper cell for Seth Rollins when he comes back. But every week, more and more is like, and it still could be a sleeper cell type situation, but that'll be later on down the line probably. But like, I don't know. It overall when Seth was revealed, I liked it. It was cool. Now, running back to this past Friday on SmackDown, it was another mask guy that came out. I kind of did a little research, and he wrestles at Seth Rollins Wrestling School.
yeah, I don't know if you guys caught it. I don't have a picture, but one of the guys actually is a champion for another wrestler. He was one of the security guys. He's actually the world champion
Mhm.
for a more independent, small wrestling company. He was out there too. He's actually a pretty big individual um, in statue. So yeah, I like that they got these guys out here. I like the connection of Seth Rollins and one of his guys being from his school. I like the overall surprisingness of him coming. When that door opened, I already knew he was going. I
I
knew he.
knew it was gonna be something
Yeah.
because it again, like you say, predictability.
Well, I know when that door opened and it stayed open too long. I was like,
Yeah,
somebody's
'cause
coming.
even with was it the last chamber when Montez Ford was in
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and that door was open for a long time, you knew something was gonna happen.
Yep, yep, yep. That's when who got curb stomped and
Uh,
John Cena won. Remember, John Cena
was
won.
it was it? Let me not say the wrong name.
I can't run it back currently at the moment. But all I remember is curb stomp John Cena
Yeah,
match. That's
yeah,
all. That's all I remember. I like the lead up to it. Uh, we'll get back to some a little bit at the end with Seth being on Raw. We'll get to that.
right.
Um, this next person we're about to talk about, I don't know how to feel about him. There was a debut at Elimination Chamber with a box. Um, Before we get into it, who did you have initially coming out that box? I didn't have him, the guy who came out of it.
I definitely didn't have him. He was nowhere on my radar. Um, honestly, I kind of thought it might have been Chris Jericho, but then on another hand, I was like, hey, it is what it is. They're gonna give us some kind of surprise.
I honestly thought it was going to be one of the ladies. I thought it was going to be Bianca. I thought Bianca might have been healthy enough, and they didn't say anything,
Mm,
and she showed back up. I thought it could have been Chris. Um, um, I thought it could have been Zilla Fatu joining in.
hmm.
Eventually, I hope he makes his way uh down that road. I thought
I,
it was
I
I
see
thought
it.
it I thought it was going to be a call up because there's some guys that they just need to go ahead and start calling up. I thought it could have been Ethan Page or Ricky Saints. Those guys, I know they're making a living down there in NXT, but I thought it could have been a call up from one of those guys. But the individual that ended up coming out was Stallhausen, and it was so not accepted by WWE
So
fans.
brutal. So brutal. And Chicago is one of the most honestly brutal fan bases that you can have. And they let him know how they felt.
Yeah, man. What really threw me off was when the his vampire ladies or whatever he's calling them. Bro, I was like, who is this and why are there ladies coming? And then he comes out and he's like a cartoon looking. It just, I don't know, man. It just threw me off for a bit. And when I realized who it was, I was like, oh, that didn't register in my mind
Yeah.
at all. I feel bad for him. I hope I hope they put him in something meaningful coming straight from his debut that gets people to peak in his interest, or else he's gonna struggle the first couple months of WWE.
Oh, for
Um,
sure, for sure.
so I hope they find something worthwhile for him. Um, I, what is he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be a baby face or is he supposed to be
Um,
him?
I really couldn't tell you. I mean, I guess it just depends on his actions. However, when I did see him pop up on the screen, I've kind of heard about him a little in AEW. So I kind of looked him up and everything, and he kind of just seems like a gimmick character, a gimmick wrestler. Like I guess you could put him in terms of uh
Mr.
Archer
Mr.
or
Mi-
Tozawa.
Okay, I got you.
Um,
Yeah,
his his thing is he comes out and you're gonna get cursed and everything like that. So I don't know. I don't
it's,
know.
you can tell by our voices we're like yeah, we really don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily know what to expect from the young man. I hope he's a decent in ring wrestler. And puts on a couple bangers first. And if he does, then he'll be fine.
Yeah.
If he
That
comes out and he has a go right off the at the bat, I don't know if anybody necessarily jumps on his bandwagon or watches him. It's only gonna be his true fans that watch him because
yeah. But this right here, this debut at Elimination Chamber did not help him in any kind of way.
yeah,
Sh-
they should have had him attack somebody. I thought I thought he should have been
Hmm.
he sh-
Hey. Hmm.
they should have had him attack somebody or some sort. That debut of them coming out dancing was goofy, bro. It
This
was goofy.
man, awful.
So I don't know what to look forward to in him. He's not high on my radar at the current moment. I don't know how high you have him, but I
Um,
will say I will catch his first couple matches to see how he rocks and roll because it's kind of like Penta.
oh yeah.
But I like Penta. Penta came in rocking and rolling though.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I definitely watch to see where he goes, but honestly, when they brought up the box, I was either like it's Chris Jericho or it's another gobbledygook situation.
yeah, it was a gobbledygook situation. All right. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw before we end our show, man. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. I caught the first little bit of Monday Night Raw, and I saw when Division came out and they got attacked by Seth Rollins, which I liked. And once again, he threw multiple guys that
Multiple.
ultimately led to uh, Paul Heyman being left in the ring by himself, and Seth hitting him with a chair and a curb
Yeah.
stomp, which ultimately put him in a an ambulance that was driven by L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, besides that, a very interesting night. Is there anything that caught your eye from Raw that you liked?
Um, I like the ending promo with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. The part that really got me, I mean, because it was expected, but the part that CM Punk shocked me with was when he referenced Roman's dad, and he said he told him, "I'll put you in the grave right next to him." That shocked everyone. My mouth hit the floor as soon as I heard it. I was like, "That's too fresh. It's too soon. That's too personal." But it's gonna make for a good main event at WrestleMania, though.
This is what I'll say. The last couple times they've been on a mic, Roman Reigns has clocked that T on him,
Oh
as the
yeah.
young kids would say. Um, the I don't necessarily know if CM Punk can hang with Roman Reigns in the aspect of Roman is a lot younger.
Hmm.
Roman has been main eventing WrestleMania the last couple of years, man,
Yeah.
holding it down. I know CM Punk is somewhere on that tail end of his career. And I don't necessarily know if he can hang because I'll be watching some of his matches and my man look like he be truly winded.
Just like the match at the Elimination Chamber, he looked it winded.
He did. No, he did. Like he towards the end of that match, he's like huffing and puffing, and I'm like, man, is he gonna make it to the end? Which he eventually did, but like I thought Finn carried him pretty well.
Oh yeah.
I did. I thought Finn carried him pretty well. But I don't necessarily know if he can hang with uh with Roman Reigns. A couple years ago, when Roman and Brock Lesnar and Roman carried that fight
Hmm.
for pretty much the whole match
Oh yeah.
before Brock, that was pretty crazy too, man.
I think I don't see um I don't see CM Punk retaining. at WrestleMania. In my honest opinion, I don't see him retaining.
Now, is that because Roman beats him outright, or is that because Seth hates him so much that he makes him lose the belt?
Um, Honestly, I feel he can't hang with Roman. I mean, it's sad to say, but Roman is that guy.
Yeah, he's that dude, man.
He goes away. He comes back. He comes right back to the top. I mean, the whole bloodline era, the whole big dog. I mean, he's that guy.
What your boy Carmelo Hayes says?
When he
He
shoot, he don't miss.
Yeah, he's him.
He's him.
Timothy. He's Timothy.
Yeah,
Um, I am about to put out a spoiler if you guys haven't watched Raw. But there is a new Intercontinental Champion. Um, it's like I told, and we go keep using this word over and over because I think they got a little bit better at writing um, belt changes and things of that nature. When this match got put, I already said Penta was winning, and he is. He is the new Intercontinental Champion, well deserved.
real deserve. It's time.
But I think you could have pictured that he was going to lose that belt, especially. I thought it was a pretty good match, though. I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought it was well entertained. I think they have to do more things of changing belts on regular shows instead of just PLEs, man. Um,
Um, yeah, it I I get that. I get that.
let's be honest. When was the last time we seen the WWE or the World Heavyweight Championship change hands on a Monday night or a Friday night SmackDown? When was the last time? Can you remember when the last time that happened?
Shoot.
I think the last time it happened was the very first.
The first when they was on Netflix.
No, 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 no. The very first. When they was on Fox, the very and Kofi
Oh,
Kingston
and
lost.
Lesnar beat him.
I think that was the last time, bro. Like
Man, that sucks so bad because I mean we all know Brock. He just comes in and squashes people, but the way he did Kofi, and we wasn't ready for Kofi Mania to end. I know I wasn't.
I thought they did. I think he held the belt for what, 6 months. If I'm correct, April, May, June, July. I think he like lost it in August.
I think so.
Well, it was like 4 months. I thought it was perfect for him. Somebody who worked his tail off, someone who got super over.
Super over.
And he was known as being a tag team partner at that time. Uh,
Yep.
and they gave him his single run. I think they have to do that more. I have to start giving individuals one in particular we haven't seen in a long time, and a guy by the name of Montez Ford. I think it's time for him
Oh,
uh,
bro.
for him to come onto the scene and be that guy for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
I think he definitely can. It's definitely his time, but I think they're trying to figure out how they're going to do it, though.
I think it's his time, man. I think you just gotta let him go. Dude is super athletic. Dude has he oozes charisma. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's good on the mic. Gotta let that dude run a little bit. We saw it for like a split second, and then they brought him back. And I think they brought him back because his ego wouldn't allow him to leave his tag team partner, which I can get from time to time.
So
But
with the Street Profits, how do you
go about separating them.
yeah, will it be Montez turning on Hawkins
I,
or
I think Montez has to be the baby face.
mhm.
And the reason why I say Montez has to be the baby face because everybody loves Montez.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Hawking, I thought they was planting the seeds a while back,
They was.
and,
They
and
was.
and I thought it was gonna happen and they was gonna break up, but eventually they went away from it. And from what I heard, they went away from because Montez was feeling he put aside his ego. So
Mm. Okay, okay.
and in the same right, I don't know if I could have done it though. I think I would have took that St. Louis run if I was. I'm just saying. What else happened on Monday night tonight? You had that match.
I feel that Dom lost the title. One, it was predictable. Two, how Danhausen kind of cursed him. If people didn't watch, um, they would kind of had a little backstage segment, and they were trying to figure out who Danhausen was and everything, kind of giving him slack. So Danhausen,
You know what? That's actually a perfect.
yeah,
I think that's perfect for him. I think that's a perfect guy to set him up with somebody who's a workhorse who can if he can't carry a match, help him carry a match.
yeah. So he just pointed at him and said, "You're cursed," and now we have a new Intercontinental champ.
Yeah, I think that's gonna get a little bit old. They're gonna have to find something else.
It is. It is. I mean, unless they don't do it, unless they do it every blue moon, I guess. Like a couple of months here, a couple of months there, but in
I
between
hear
time,
you. Actually, that's the correct way to do it. You're right.
yeah. But in between time, he'll have a match here, or something like that.
Like he goes on a losing streak and he doesn't want to say it, and then he says it, "You're cursed," and then that's when he
Yeah,
wins.
he started winning and break out and do all this stuff.
Yeah. You had the Americanos, El Grande Americanos. I don't know how this is gonna go. It's hilarious to me, but
It is. So I don't know if you watch AAA, the newly acquired AAA.
I have not. I'll be honest, I have not, man.
Okay, I catch it sometimes on YouTube. I think it come on Fridays or Saturdays,
Mhm.
and so they're kind of doing
A side story.
yeah. I don't know if I'm saying it right. A Ray Del Reyes tournament. I think
Yes,
that's the name of it. It's like their big. It's kind of like the King of the Ring tournament,
there you go. You actually hit it on the mark. That's what I was about to say as well.
and so both of them are going to be in a fatal four way to determine who's going to be the winner. And then the winner is actually going to be the number one contender to the AAA title, which Dirty Dom has.
I like that they are incorporating those belts into mainstream TV, so individuals who don't know who AAA is or where they're located or if they have belts or who their champion is, that you get to see them more often than not, or else they would be, how you said, not crossing my mind.
Right. Because I've also kind of did a little bit of looking into it. They're eventually looking to bring AAA over into the States.
Interesting.
I don't know when, but eventually, yeah, because Undertaker he does a little producing with AAA. I know they've used Americano. They used who else?
Dominic, what's the young lady who has the belt over there too?
Um, I think Lola Vice she just won the mixed
Yep,
um
she does. She has one of those belts.
Mixed Iguana. So I mean they're integrating wrestlers and everything with that. It's just kind of like the partnership that they have with TNA. It's
Before we go, there's one individual I want to talk about, man. Um, you and I both. If you guys don't know, we've been to wrestling matches together. Um, and one of his favorite wrestlers and my favorite wrestler is a dude by the name of AJ Styles.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Um, it wasn't surprising that he retired. It was just how quickly it came about. Um, he did an interview and he basically stated his neck is really messed up along with his back.
Yeah,
He said that he didn't feel he could last to WrestleMania, which is understandable.
yeah, it's
Um,
understandable.
I just felt like if I knew that it was going to be his last go around too, I probably would have made a better effort to go see him at the Rumble.
Right.
Uh, I didn't think he was going to lose, and then when he did lose, it was kind of like a shock moment a little bit. I was like, oh man, he really did lose. And then when they had the tribute and he said he wasn't wrestling anymore, period,
Yeah.
I think that threw a lot of people off too.
It it did because first off, I think a lot of people kind of misunderstood him when he said in 2026 he was retiring. He didn't give a specific date. He just said in 2026.
But
Now,
if I'm correct, and if I'm not, let me know. I think his contract is supposed to be coming up at would have been at the end of 2026. Is it correct?
oh, that I don't know.
I think his contract was coming up. We have to start being mindful of some of these guys that's a little bit older and these contracts coming
Yeah,
up. You heard what Cody Rhodes said.
yeah,
Um,
I know. He definitely said his next contract is his last one.
he said,
That
matter of
was
fact, he said his next WWE
yeah,
contract is his last one.
that
So,
was that was kind of a shocker to me.
nah, man, these dudes are a lot older than what we think they are. I'm still surprised that LA Knight is holding on.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, um, Sheamus.
Where
Um,
is he? Is he out
last time,
there?
last time I saw him, he was on Raw. That was the last time I saw him.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, AJ Styles, man, we do want to give our applause to you, man, on a great career. Um,
Guy.
AJ Styles is what the Undertaker is to WWE, and what Sting is to WCW. AJ Styles is to
Mm,
TNA. And if you don't understand that, then you better
mm,
go watch him in TNA. That's
most
all I'm
definitely.
saying.
So
Um,
when he when they did the tribute to him on Raw, and when the Undertaker came out, because I know the Undertaker had him on his podcast, and he was saying how he wished it wasn't COVID and he wanted to go one on one with him in the actual ring. So when he came out and did the tribute afterwards, the way he was talking was like, "Hey, we're gonna go one more round." Oh,
yeah,
hold up, wait a minute, stop the press.
right.
But then,
It sounded good, but after you hear like that in that whole interview of him talking to his friends and saying, "Yeah, man, my neck and back is really
yeah,
messed up,"
yeah,
I understand why he didn't go very much longer.
exactly.
Do you have any shockers you want the world to know before we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Hmm.
I think you and I both know we hope to see Chris Jericho sometime soon. Is it gonna be now, or is it gonna be the Raw after?
Uh,
Maybe.
well, different stuff I'm kind of hearing that his AEW contract might not be up.
I mean,
So
if it's true, it's true. What I heard too is that uh, his Fozzy schedule is kind of in the way as well. They were saying.
yeah, that could be a thing too.
I mean, I don't necessarily know, but and spoiler alert to everybody that's watching. Chris Jericho will be retiring probably if he goes. Excuse me. If he goes to WWE, this probably gonna be his last reign.
Oh yeah,
Spoiler alert. Word on the street is this is Brock Lesnar's last reign.
I've definitely heard that. I've definitely heard that. Now, do you think with the open challenge that he put out, who do you think is going to answer it?
You know who I hope answers it.
I know who I hope answer it. I've talked with other people about who needs to answer it, and it could really send them off.
Who
Like
who you
even
have?
I have Obafemi.
like I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. I think this is a perfect insert if you have a big name that you want to bring back or bring in for one night only. This is a perfect time. Like if you want to bring in a Chris Jericho and insert him, that'd be a
Hmm.
heck of a way to insert Chris Jericho. Um,
Hmm. Mm, I don't know. I
I'm
don't
just I'm just saying if there's guys out there that you want to bring back
know.
or you want to send a shocker, like if you want Hobbs, powerhouse Hobbs, and like if you want to
Ooh,
put some people out there and because they got to beat them in order to be able to wrestle them
right.
again at WrestleMania. I think this is a perfect example. They could use that same thing like they did for John Cena when they brought back um Zack Ryder, whatever he goes by now,
Yeah.
and Dolph Ziggler.
No.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah. Dolph. I don't know if they offered him a contract, but I feel he should have came back to
No,
WWE.
not yet. Not yet. I think he's doing really well on the market over what in TNA. That's where he's currently at.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah, they're doing really well over there. I do think it's time for the young fellas to take over in the essence of tag team. I do think there's a time that we have to go ahead and put the Hardy Boys to rest. We already put 3D to rest. The
Yeah.
Dudley Boys. It's time to put the Hardys to rest. I think they need to do something at WrestleMania that ultimately gives them their flowers, but also puts them to rest too.
So I did hear that the Hardys are interested in coming back and having them for one final run.
Man, I don't necessarily want them on this run. I would have them on the back half.
Yeah.
That's something after Raw, after Mania. You know, I'll do that.
Okay.
Is there any big names out there that you would love to see come to WWE that would ultimately put you in a shock of dismay?
Mm,
Like, let me give you one instance. You know how we keep saying that open challenge? What if there was a dude that was the rated R superstar? What if he
ah, ah.
was one of those guys? Like, would that intrigue your mindset?
Oh, dude. Okay, so I went to the Rumble when he came back.
Yeah, I was there too. I was there too.
Man, so I know you heard the pop.
Yeah, it was crazy.
If I tell you my voice didn't return until Monday night, yes.
Hey, shout out to the wifey. She bought me those tickets too for Christmas.
I mean, everyone around me was just up in arms, hollering. I was standing in the chair hollering. I didn't care. It was like I was back when I was 2 and 3 years old. Didn't have a care in the world. Didn't care who was watching. That was my guy. I mean, and it's like now it's just kind of poetic. Every time you see him.
I would love to see him come back. And there's one more other guy I would love to actually see come back. And I hope they do him the right way. And that's John Moxley. I would like to see him sometime return home. In
Hmm.
the essence of maybe returning the Shield together for one night,
I somehow knew you was gonna say that.
like
Uh,
just for one night, bro, just
yeah.
for one night, like
I've I've heard rumblings of them maybe wanting to do that, but I've also heard rumblings of John Moxley not wanting to come back.
I get it. There's one other guy I would love to come back, but I know he's never gonna come back, and he expressed his interest in never coming back, and I'm a big fan of him. And I met him when we was in when I was in Las Vegas. I got to Sammy Guevara, and as I was walking, I met Swerve. Um,
Ooh.
Swerve is man. I didn't realize dude was a decent sized dude.
Oh.
No Diddy. When I say decent sized dude was tall, skinny, muscular, I was like, oh, he's about 6'3", because I'm not a small dude in my own right, but uh, and he was very nonchalant. I met Buddy Matthews as well.
Right.
He was playing the machine. I was like, hey, buddy, can I get a autograph? And he was polite about it. He's like, man, if I sign an autograph or take a picture, bro, everybody go come over here and ask to take pictures. And I was understandable. I was like, you know what? I understand, big dog.
Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha.
uh saw Billy Gunn, and that dude is hilarious. Like, not in a good way. Like,
Yeah.
that dude is mean. He was walking and signing stuff, and he was so mad. Everybody was asking him to sign stuff. That it was funny. I ran into him. And like I said, I ran into Sammy. Hey, shout out to Sammy Guevara and
Yeah.
his wife Tay. They was both really, really nice. I didn't take a picture with Tay because I had my wife there, and I felt
Mhm.
it would have been disrespectful. But shout out to Sammy and Tay. Uh, yeah, they went on to announce the very next night they was having a kid.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I'm gonna post a picture of us when I met Sammy, so you guys don't think I'm lying. But yeah, I met Sammy. He's a cool guy. So
I do wish that Swerve would come back.
he's not.
I know he's not. I really wish he would. I catch some of the stuff he does over in AEW, and he's killing it.
Oh yeah,
He's killing it.
he's top three over there, man.
Yeah.
He's top three, and I don't think when you're a top three guy over there, you can't come back and be 10. You feel me?
No, you can't. You can't.
You can't. And the only way I believe he ever comes back is if they go tell him he's gonna be almost like a Cody Rhodes. Like, he has to do what Cody did. But from what I hear, he's so far away from WWE, and I
Oh
don't.
yeah. Oh yeah. And
Uh,
I don't blame him. I really don't. I mean, everyone has their time to branch off and do better things, and in my honest opinion, he has done a lot better than when he was with WWE.
and before we go, I'm gonna give you a guy's name, and you tell me how you feel about his run in AEW. Ricochet. How you? I'm
Mm,
like, I feel he makes it seem like his run is really good, but I feel like it's really meh.
I'm kind of on the same lines with that. I mean, I will give dude his props. He's kind of coming a long way from WWE and everything.
His mic skills has gotten better, and I think he fits better as a heel than he was as a baby face. I
Oh,
just I don't know, man. I just don't feel like I feel like sometimes he forces it too much, and
yeah,
it makes it watered down.
yeah,
That's it to me.
yeah. I mean, I will say over on AEW, they kind of give him the mic more. Um, I could kind of see why WWE didn't give him the mic. But everyone has to start somewhere.
You know what would be crazy, and I know this would be wild. There's one particular tag team I would like to see have that run that they didn't necessarily have, that
Hmm.
they should have, and it starts with a dude by the name of Vince Omori and Big Cass.
Mm,
Man, imagine,
uh,
listen, imagine if for a tag team tournament. Matter of fact, imagine for is it what's the tag team tournament that they have down there in NXT? What's the name of that?
oh well, it was the Dusty Classic, but they haven't had it in some years, I think.
Man, if they could ever have the Dusty Classic and bring those two guys back, and you hear that music,
Man,
and
my name
you hear
come
right, and SAWFT soft. Oh
on.
yeah.
Man, that would be that would be so that would be good. But I think now Enzo is like A promoter. I think he promotes like the Fourth World Wrestling or something like
Yeah,
that.
he is. But
Okay,
but
okay.
he's always admitted that if WWE ever gave him a call, he's ready. That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely think he should come back. Um, I don't know in what capacity. But yeah, I think he would be a good addition because he's good on the mic. Um, he has good in ring skills and everything like that. So I feel he should come back if given the chance.
Yeah, he just has an ego problem. That's it.
Yeah, this it. That's all.
All right, guys, this is our first episode. We appreciate you. We do want to let you know that WWE is coming in April on its way to Road to WrestleMania. Also, don't forget that NXT is coming as well. If you don't know the dates, I'll probably have them by I know April 4th is when Raw comes, and that's on the road to WrestleMania. Is
Hmm.
it March 13th?
I think it is the 13th.
I want to say for NXT. I can't really
Let
put it together
me,
yet, but
look it up.
yeah, I think it's March 13th. If you guys want to catch a show, go ahead, man. We have times it's coming. I know I'll be at the one in April on the road to WrestleMania, man. So I look forward to having these discussions with you guys again.
Oh yeah.
Um, thank you for hanging in with us for a first episode. There's more to come. We love wrestling. Hope you love wrestling. We'll see you again. I'm out.
See you again.